Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Couple Campus. I'm very happy to have us back for another episode. My name is Sadidi and I'm going to be hosting today. And I have with me 3 graduates who will be talking to us about industry and career. Today we're going to be talking about something that every student goes through, which is transitioning from, being a student and being here at university to the professional world and getting a job, or at least finding interest in a career field. To start with, could everyone please introduce yourself, like your name, what you studied, where you're from? Maybe can we start with you?
Okay, my name is Andy, Korean name Woo Sang-chun, so I'm Korean. And I have been living in New Zealand for 2 years, Kazakhstan for 7 years, Qingdao for 2 years, and Suzhou for 3 years. And I'm graduating this year, and my major is international business, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, hi, my name is Shannon, and I'm from Malaysia, and I've never lived in China until university. And my major is architecture.
Okay, my name is David, and I'm from Indonesia. I'm taking international business, and I'm currently graduating this year. Amen.
Okay. Again, my name is Sadidi. I'm studying international business as well. I've been in China for a while. I have another question actually before we go on. What internship or job have you guys had experience with here or are currently working?
So currently I run a clothing brand back in my home country, and I've interned at the steel company before that too. So shout out my brand.
99 Clovers.
Yeah.
Before, in year 2, I interned at an architecture firm that was owned by a professor that taught here. So that was how I got the internship. And then in year 3, I interned for our school's research center. And then now I'm currently not working, but I'm working with my professor on a project. So yeah.
For me, after first semester of my 3rd year, it was 2020, and there was a COVID-19. So at that time, I took suspension of my studies, and I went back to Korea. And before I served my military service, I worked in a company which had international sales in COVID-19 test kits. So I worked there for about a half a year. And after I served my military service, I worked in a different country which had a diverse business units. And I also worked there for about half a year, working in different departments.
Oh, okay, you've always been everywhere. Okay, I'm also working an internship right now. I'm a social media manager. And also I have another internship lined up in Bangkok, working in marketing as well. Firstly, I want to start with talking about what first sparked your interest in your current or previous internship or job, and has XJTLU helped you in any way pursue it? Does anyone want to start?
I think you got a long story to go.
Yeah, you got a lot to say.
You can start off.
So what sparked me?
Sparked your interest in it, and has XJTLU helped you pursue it?
So I think I was always interested in business because my dad was doing his business from when I was young. So when I was 8 years old, my dream was to become a businessman, and it is still continuing right now. And I think the spark came up from there. That's the reason why I chose my major as international business, since I wanted to work in a diverse and various of departments, handling different kind of jobs and works. So after that, working in this 2 kind of Korean companies, firms, it made me want to do my own business, because since it's not my own company, I didn't have that kind of effort into it. So I wanted to do my own business, and I believe XJTLU did really help me make my dream continue through various of competitions and various of tournaments. In the first semester of my 4th year, I started to do my tournaments and things like that. For example, IBSS Power Year Point, WeNext Power Year Point. Yes, and
What is that?
you need to make a speech in front of various of audiences, making a speech for about 15 minutes. and like there is preliminary rounds, and if you pass the preliminary rounds, you go to the final round and you give a speech to different people. And there was also a different tournament called WeNext 2018 Leadership, and you work in like 6 candidates. You work in a team, and you need to like promote one of the school club and things like that. So through those kind of tournaments, like getting the feedback from the judges as well, I think XJTLU really helped me, like shape me into a person who could really become a businessman in the future. That's it for now.
Cool, cool. You guys, do you have an answer for that?
Yeah.
How you're interested in what you're currently doing?
I think I got several things to say. So honestly, growing up, I've always known I've wanted to do business because I know I don't have some specific skills, you know, like specific skills on like some other people, you know, like some people, they can do art, music and all that. I don't got the creative mind in me, you know. So I've always known I've wanted to create and I've wanted to do something alongside in the business world. So it was pretty much COVID, and I seen my friends like my age, younger than me. I was like 17, looking around people, damn, they be getting this bags crazy, you know? Like, I don't get it, you know? So one time I started with my friends, I was like, yo, we can't keep like making our lives just like this, man. Just waking up, doing nothing, go back to sleep, you know? Like, so we started to make a brand 2021, and I think it's still currently going on right now. Like, I think what XJTLU helped me much through it is not start a business. I think many people doesn't know this. Like, many campus, they don't teach you to start a business, but more of how you sustain a business, you know? Because from campus, you teach of like, let's say, for example, how do you get like competitive advantage over like one other business? And you, like, basically, there's a lot of theories in campus that you learn, but once you come into the real world, like that's a whole different story, you know? And like, I guess the foundation from the campus that you learn could really help you spark you, oh yeah, I learned that, you know? I gotta like apply some of the things that I've learned.
I feel like another thing that also helps with being here at university is simply just meeting people and making connections.
Honestly,
honestly, as a business major, all the friends you make are actually gonna be those LinkedIn connections you're gonna need
honestly,
later.
everything is fancy, man.
Yeah.
Because I feel like being here, you see like various different types of people from like around the world. Like, let's say we're all here we come from different countries, everyone. So I feel like it's nicer to see a different perspectives on like what you can do and like what you can
And I
create.
think also, again, back to what I was saying, at an international university, you're making so many international friends.
Yeah.
So by the time you're done here, you have connections all over the world.
Yeah,
which I
that's
think
true,
will pull
that's true.
through for you
Yeah,
later.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How about you, Shannon?
So when I was in high school, I guess, we had to like decide like what kind of major you kind of wanted to do before you're going into university. So initially I was studying in Malaysia. So I did 1 year of psychology actually.
Oh, psychology.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Malaysia. So like COVID times, we were like doing online, and then like I did a year of psychology at a university in Malaysia, and because I was kind of torn between psychology and architecture in high school, and I went with psychology first because it's like a science major-ish, and like it was something I was interested in. Yeah, because to me it's like I wanted to do something that is for people. Like, you know, I'm interested in like how people think and like how I can do like things in the future to help them. And then when I was doing psychology, I just felt like, okay, it's so much research. Like it's not what I wanted to. So then like I switched like to architecture. So that's how I ended up like at XJTLU. And then when I started, because it was my first exposure of architecture here, and they kind of just like threw us like year one into like everything, and like it's a lot of math. Like architecture, I feel like if you don't like math, it's like, okay, you can kind of swing by because like now we have like AI and like computer softwares to help you. But like to get into architecture, I feel like there is still a lot of math surrounding it. And like I don't like math, but like I can do it. But, like I don't like it, so like so like that wasn't the part that was like, okay, yeah, but okay, after that part, like we kind of got into the design, and then that was like, I met a lot of professors, I think, that were really inspiring. So that was like what I think like gave me like that push that, okay, like architecture is for me.
So you would say you enjoy it now?
Like I love it, but I don't know if it's something that I could do for like
Right,
a long time.
Okay. No, I get that. Because the next thing I wanted to talk about, which we kind of just did, but would you say your current interest or job or, you know, whatever it is you want to pursue, would you say it's been a clear goal from the start? I know for you it was, and you kind of talked about how it came up recently. But yeah, was it a clear goal from the start? Was it something that changed over time? Has being at XJTLU changed it for you? Because for me, I was never interested in business. This was not something I saw for myself. I actually used to study computer science, another comp sci dropout. And then I decided to switch into business because, I don't know, I decided I needed to do something a bit more general. I don't know. I did enjoy computer science, but I didn't know if it was fully for me. And I got here, I had no idea what to expect for what I wanted for myself. And then in my first year here, I suddenly developed like a really big interest in social media and digital marketing. And I think especially because by that point we had just gotten out of the pandemic and everyone was very, very online. And I got to see firsthand how like businesses were using social media to promote their businesses. And I became very interested in how all that works. And then that's how I became interested in it. And then now I've got this internship and you know, now I think I really want to specialize in social media and digital marketing. So that's how I feel like being here has helped me get interested in that. Do you feel like it's been the same for you, where your interest or passion has like changed over time here? Or for you, I know it's been a clear goal, but for you guys, has anything changed in your time here?
I think I could start by saying this. Honestly, being here, I see a lot of like crazy things. Like there's very cheap things in China, and I don't think people know that, you know. Okay, there's online shops in China where you could get like very affordable things, like it's crazy. And I feel like looking at that, I'd be thinking to myself, yeah, I think I want to do something alongside with fashion, like take what's up with here, bring it back to my home country. But for 20 years, let's say, coming from now, I don't know. I still don't know. I'm just trying to think more of like what I can do now, and I'll see the future later, you know.
I mean, I think that is a common experience for a lot of people our age. We don't really know what we're doing most of the time.
And I don't think that's an issue either.
I don't think it's an issue at all. I think that's so fair. Whatever you're doing, I think any experience counts and helps.
Definitely.
So yeah, how about you, Shannon?
So I really like art as a kid. Like I was like that art kid. Like I drew all the time, like doodling all the
Drawing
time.
the eyes on the notebook.
Oh my god, yeah. So that was me, like in class. Like I would be doodling. So yeah, like in architecture, I feel like it just kind of gave me like a creative outlet. Because in psychology, you don't get that. It's just like research and then like application. But yeah, in architecture, I feel like there was something like that combined like psychology, because like you're not just designing something, but you're designing something that's going to be standing for a long time and people are going to be in it. And
I mean, you are designing for people, ultimately.
So it was like the right fit. Like I didn't think like things have changed over time. It just kind of like was like right for me, and then it felt right. Like if anything, I feel like I've just gotten like more like in love with architecture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, that's sweet. Okay, so my next question is, and I specifically want to ask you about this as well, because you have a job. But would you say being at XJTLU has directly opened any career opportunities for you? I remember you mentioned like you're working with your professor now, right?
Yeah. Well,
But kind of?
for like one project. Like I'm not working for my
not working
professor.
for him,
Yeah.
but working with him.
Yes.
And being at XJTLU, did it open up a door to a job for you or anything like that?
I think it did. Like since I'm in the Korean Student Council in XJTLU right now, I was in the Korean Student Council, but like right now, no. But like through Student Council as well, like the supervisor is Korean professor, and we used to invite like other Korean like professor in XJTLU to the society, to the community, and they would have given us the opportunity to like meet the companies, like the CEO of the company, and we did like have the meetings and have some dinner appointments, and through that I think there was an opportunity with the like open up to the like Chinese firms as well. And other than that, like I've got like so many emails through like through the XJTLU, like the people, and every time I see them, like there's like so many like emails related to like
It's a lot
job
of emails going
opportunities, like job fairs in XJTLU as well, like especially in the BS building. So, but I wasn't really like interested in working in the Chinese like firm like straight away after I graduate, since my major is international business. I believe like the major is like not really specialized into one skill. It's like open to like
very
different kind of
general.
skills. So I believe at the same time it is good. I believe there's some like minor like bad effects as well. So I think that's the reason why I didn't want to work straight away after. So that's the reason why I will do my graduate school in China as well. So like the conclusion is XJTLU did like give us like many opportunities, but I didn't really take those opportunities.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so being at XJTLU, obviously this is an international university in China. Would you say that being in China, and Suzhou specifically, has helped you raise awareness of, you know, like career opportunities around here? Would you say being in China has you well positioned for finding a job in the future? Because me personally, I feel like China is really on its way up. So I'm very happy to be here and know Chinese. I'm really glad I started learning Chinese. And I just feel like working in China long term might be the goal for me. So yeah, what would you say being in China has helped you? Would you say you enjoy the fact that you're in China and it's helped you, you know, kind of position you in a good place for a future career?
I think, in the sense of work-wise, I haven't gotten any interns here yet, but honestly, what you see in the media about China and you see in real life, mind blowing. It's two different things. I'm gonna just be real, because like when I first got here, I was like, damn, where are we? You know,
Yeah.
where are we? Like I'm in a random
Where
city,
are we,
like no one's heard of Suzhou. I'm gonna be real. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't know like what Suzhou is. Like how?
But then you come here and it's so modern and you're like, wait.
What? Is like every city in China like this or what? You know, it got me like wondering. But I feel like just in a sense, it made me more clear. I had a fun time in China, I would say, but career-wise, makes me think like, oh yeah, there's gonna be future potentials, you know, like in growing countries, especially in developing countries, like they're gonna reach up to China one point. I don't know how long, and I don't know how to get there, but I think being
We're gonna
just
get
in
there.
China, yeah, it's just,
Because you guys both study IBL, right?
yeah.
Or did. And was it Chinese that you were studying alongside your degree?
With the language, the mandatory language that we took was Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like knowing Chinese is gonna help you in the future? Because I feel like it will definitely for me.
I think that's the only reason why I came to China, man,
Yeah.
to speak the language, because
It's the Chinese century.
honestly speaking, like Chinese language is difficult. Like
It is difficult, but I
it
do
is
think
difficult.
it's worth it.
Yeah, it is really worth it. Like before coming to China, I would say like my language is probably here. It's parked up here. But like there's still levels up to be fluent
Do
in
you
Chinese.
also feel
know?
like in your jobs and all your work experience so far that knowing some Mandarin is helping or is something useful?
I guess it was, but I believe like with the skill that I have right now, I think it's really not enough because like there's so many good speakers, good like writers as well. And as Devin said, like Chinese is like so hard. And even though I'm Asian, like even though I'm Korean, I didn't learn this character in Korea because I didn't live in Korea for a while. So since I was doing my like foreign like life in different countries. But I believe like for Koreans or other Koreans, like if they have learned this Korean character, I think it's probably easier for them to learn this Chinese character as well because it looks similar. But for me it wasn't, so it was really hard.
It is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Chinese is hard. Yeah. How about you? Do you feel like being in China is helping you with the whole architecture dream in any way?
Yeah, like I think there's a lot of architecture companies in China, like a lot, and I feel like there's a lot of great architecture in China, and like
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, actually, like the architecture scene in China is
beautiful.
Is beautiful, yeah. So I feel like there is a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, it's competitive. Like it's really competitive. Like any field, I feel like in China.
But I bet architecture is quite competitive. Yeah.
It is. So, like, yeah.
But do you feel like coming from a Chinese university at all makes you stand out to other candidates? Like, for example, if you were to apply to like an international architecture firm.
I feel like, okay, because I'm fluent like in Chinese and English, like both.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so I feel like for me, it's easier as like it's compared to like if I saw like my friend who's like only fluent in English or only fluent in Chinese apply to like the same firm. I feel like they would probably like are more inclined to like hire me. Like I'm not like saying it's like okay, I'm like the better choice, but like it does give you.
It does help that you're fluent in Mandarin.
Yeah. So
I think that's just the reality of it.
yeah.
Isn't it?
And like I feel like okay, being fluent in English is also important.
Also very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think coming here, almost everyone's fluent with English.
Yeah,
You
fluent
know?
in
yeah.
English, yeah.
So I think in like I don't know about like business fields, but in architecture, like they would look for people who are fluent in English. So like yeah, I feel like international people have like a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, agreed. And with languages comes, building new connections and stuff. And I personally feel like building a professional network can be quite intimidating. I've only really just started very recently. I've only very recently gone onto LinkedIn and on that grind. But do you guys have any tips or any advice or, I don't know, how did you start making a network if you have one? Because we kind of talked about how just being here and meeting people has helped us create, a network for us, being business students. Do you feel like for you and you being at XJTLU, being in China, or whatever it is, has helped you make a network?
Okay. So first, like I feel like in business, like most of you have time to like go out. Like we met because like we went out together.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Like in architecture, you don't get a lot of that time. It's like a luxury to go out actually. So like
It is a
I'm really
privilege being
happy.
a business student.
Yeah, like but I'm really happy that like I like had the time to go out and like meet you guys, meet the people that I have. But also like cause I kind of so what I did like personally is from year one, I tried to remember like the professors that are like inspiring to me. Like there are people that like, okay, this is someone that I feel like I want to work with. Like not just work for, but work together with. And then like you know how like they show their email?
Yeah.
Like you like take a photo of it or like you write it down and then like try to build like a connection with that professor.
Do you send them like a little
Yeah,
message?
for real.
Like what do you say?
So that was how I got the internship.
Okay,
actually.
okay.
So
What do you say to them?
so I reached out. So okay, my professor that I interned for, he's not teaching here anymore, but he taught me in year one, and then like I reached out to him in year two. So like I like kept his email, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna intern for him hopefully like in the future. So then like when the time came, I'm like, okay, I'll like
You were plotting from day one.
Yeah. So like yeah, I like because I really like he was I think one of the best professors that I've had.
Okay, wow.
And like with professors, I feel like it's kind of like a lottery because like you don't know if you're gonna get. And then like in architecture, you have like smaller groups, so you get to work with professors more closely. But that one is like a lottery. Like you don't know which one you're gonna get. So I was really lucky. And then so he was really like overqualified, I feel like, for his job. So like I felt like okay, it's an opportunity that if I miss, I would be like, yeah. So then like I wrote an email to him, and then like I reached out to other students who also like were in my smaller group, and like some of them had like his contact. So then I like got his contact, and then like I reaced out to him, sent him my portfolio, and then he was like, yeah, like come intern for us.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was.
That's sweet. I do think having the bravery to take the initiative is something that's very important with securing a job opportunity of any sort. Because I hear a lot of my friends, the way that they've secured their current internships is they went on LinkedIn, they found a company that they were interested in, they found the hiring manager's email, they email them asking for an internship, and then they get an interview and they get it. And also the way I secured my internship was, first of all, I found out who was running the marketing stuff here, and I directly contacted her and expressed my interest. And then I got to apply and then, got the job. So definitely taking that chance to reach out is something that I would advise for our younger students. Like, whatever opportunity you get, whatever contact you make, take full advantage of that, and that can definitely pay off in the future. Do you have anything to say about networking?
Yeah, I would say just don't be lazy and cut the ego.
Yeah, cut the ego.
Cut the ego. Like, realistically, different types of people, just meet, talk as much as people as you want, like meet as them, like don't have judgments towards each other, like knowing like there's several different types of people, like you don't know like how you'll be needing them in the future, right? So I guess in a sense, just have fun,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say?
In Korea, there's a phrase called like a bird which wakes up early in the morning catches the food.
Early worm gets the worm. Wait, what was it?
Catches
Early
the
bird gets
food.
the worm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as you all said, like I think becoming extrovert is something important because like for me, I was an introvert before I served my military service, and having those experience, like becoming the leader in the military as well, I became an extrovert after I came back, like after I finished my suspension on my studies. So when I came back in the second semester of my third year, I activated my like kind of passion into the business and worked in different kind of like areas, and that's the reason why I went into Korean Student Council. And from there, I think I met my supervisor as well, and through that, like I decided to take my supervisor as a Korean professor who like supervised my final year project as well. And I think you should become brave and like step into different people.
Take decisions, like don't keep waiting, because I think one problem with everyone's facing is they're overwhelmed and they don't know where to start, rather than like focusing of like, I would say, here's some tips, like rather than focusing on like, oh, I should be doing this, you're gonna be overwhelmed with, and you're not gonna start anything, I would say just take one step at a time, because like focus on one thing, take one step at a time, and like even just from being out,
Yeah.
like start talking to people.
Honestly,
Start talking to people. You never know, like how did we meet? Like we just go out, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like your fit, just something like that, simple as that, you guys will connect.
Honestly, I mean, I think that's how we became friends. I was
Yeah.
just like, I like how you dress.
Yeah, just something like that. We met through the cafe last time, and I think you'll meet like your people too, because I would say if you, not in a sense, in a working sense, but it's also gonna help you like be here in China, like you're gonna have friends, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
You won't feel lonely,
Yeah. No, agreed. So with networking, there is an app for it, which is LinkedIn. Do you guys use it? Do you feel like there's any use to it? Is there any other apps or programs or, I don't know, websites you guys use that help you with the whole job opportunity, networking, professional world at all?
I think like LinkedIn is like one of those like famous applications.
Do you use it a lot?
For Koreans, if you are willing to work in an overseas company, I think they do use LinkedIn. But like if they want to, like because like half of them are like willing to go back to Korea and work because it's their like home country, I believe they don't use LinkedIn. They use something different, like a Korean specialized app. But I have seen many people using LinkedIn as well, and I have tried to make one. I have an account, but I didn't use it. I didn't use it until now.
Okay. Do you use it?
Yeah, well,
I'll have
okay.
you added, don't I?
So for me, it's like in high school. Like shout out to my high school counselor, because like she forced all of us, like all the students, to make an account. Like in high school, that's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
So like our final year of high school, like senior year, like she made us all do it, and then like I have an account, but I've never like used it, like really used it. So, but like I probably will. Like by the time this goes out, like I probably will be using it. But
I'll ask again in like 6 months' time.
but I don't know, because in architecture, I feel like most people look at your portfolio, and like there are other ways of reaching out.
You said
So,
you were
like,
building your portfolio now, right?
Yeah,
Or starting to. How's that going?
slow. It's going. It's going.
Yeah.
It's slow, but it's
One
going.
step at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, one step at a time. How about you? I feel like
no
no,
clue.
right?
No clue.
But I mean, you are very active on social media.
Yeah, but in a sense, because I'm living in the world of like Gen Z, in the sense of everyone uses like their mobile phones, like social media and everything. And me personally, I sell clothes.
Yeah.
In
So
which
you're also just promoting your brand online.
in which target market is basically kids. No, not kids, but
Well-
like people, Gen Z, you know, like Gen Z.
Young adults.
Yeah, young adults. There you go, young adults. So I feel like you could do so much ways of marketing. Like honestly, there's several ways. Like you won't even know. Like everything's online. You know, if you could like properly market your products, you know how to do it. They're gonna sell. Like me personally, as much as owning a brand, you know, I would say making a brand is more than just selling products. It's about the marketing, storytelling, the value that you sell to the products, you know. Like you could be wearing like, let's say, this brand and let's say brand A and brand B, but you would prefer more brand B because you feel more connection. It's you feel like, oh yeah, I'm intrigued with the like, I got like, you know, called out by the storytelling and the marketing. That's why I picked like brand B, for example, like that, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that. I want to ask you as well. Do you feel like you'd be investing in this brand long term, or do you also want to branch off and make your own business out of this, or is 99 Clover like the big thing for now for you?
I think for now, I want to focus on that because I don't think I've reached to that level where I could just be like doing so much things and not focusing on one. Because right now, I told you, rather than just focusing like several things, I want to focus one first to make it out there. And I feel like, yeah, for now, just focusing on that because we just made a team and like we're starting to make a whole system, you know, out of the business.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so with getting a job, I think a lot of students can find that quite overwhelming in some ways and a little bit intimidating. So I wanted to ask you, do you feel like there's anything that's current students or, you know, recent graduates don't fully understand about transitioning from being a student into working a full job? Or is there anything that you thought was unexpected, anything that surprised you as you entered, the professional world?
I'm not sure how it works with different people, but for me personally, when I was a student at that time, I wanted to work. I wanted to earn money. I wanted to make my own profit and things. However, if you go into the work, you would want to become a student again. You just want to study, like rather than getting stressed out. And as a university student, like you don't have like classes like from 9 to 6, like all day from Monday to Friday. But work, it works from 9 to 6, like for 5 days. And sometimes, like I'm not sure in different like companies, but like where I was working, I had to like overwork as well, like until like 7, 8, 9 p.m. or even like 1 or 2 a.m. if there were so many works to do. So I think like it's not like really like if you work, you would want to study. If you study, you want to work. I think that's how the world works. So I think you should just like focus on what you're doing first right now, and then like yeah.
But was there any like particular difficulties or challenges you faced as you went from a student into having a job?
I think there was because like
was there any part of you that was, I don't know, nervous?
I wasn't like really nervous, but I think since my company wasn't like really like a big company, like there weren't like many like fellows with me. So I was like only 1 or like 2 like the young age person. And in Korea, like we have this kind of age system.
Right.
And I was like the youngest person there. So they would like often like call me and then like make me do things, everything.
Yeah.
And then like I think that's the Korean culture, but
I think that also works. Honestly, can I add? Are you done?
yeah.
So I feel like one thing that people have to know, students, is don't have a loser mentality, honestly, I think. Because maybe with the campus life, you just, okay, here's some work for you. Okay, I'm done, that's it. Because once you come to the real life, at least, what I witness and what I see around, always, they're gonna treat you as especially if you're a newcomer, they're gonna treat you as like you're the, like, you won't know anything, like the dumbest, yeah, you could say. They're gonna like enslave you, ask you to do several things. And I think personally, when the transition starts to hit is, realistically, almost all students here, we procrastinate with our work, you know. So I feel like once you start like getting into the work life, I don't think that should be available. You know, like that shouldn't be in your mindset, that shouldn't be in your system. You gotta lock in all the time in the sense of right now in uni, we're just competing with ourselves, you know. But once you step to the outside world, especially for a business, if you procrastinate on something, other people will start doing it. Because being a business, you gotta be sustainable, you gotta create something new, you know. If you just like, oh yeah, I could do that later, someone else will do it before you would. Because nothing here is original, you know. Everything keeps evolving. Like, one thing that you gotta know is like, the world doesn't evolve around you. You have to evolve around the world.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You gotta stay ambitious. Another question I had for you is, now that you've graduated from here, would you say that the connections you've made here, whether it be professors or other students or like, I don't know, through other networking opportunities here, have you stayed in contact with your connections here and have they helped you at all in your professional life?
I think it did. Like when I have faced like some problems within Chinese or any like Chinese culture, and since like the second company that I was working was related to like different kind of businesses, I had to use like Chinese as well. So like when I like used like different kind of AIs to translate things, there might be some errors, there might be some mistakes. So I would have contact like my like Chinese friends, like who are very intelligent. So I would have like contact them and like ask if this is right, and they would give me a like fast response like through WeChat, since that's the social like media that which they use often. And other than that, I believe like the people who I met, like the Chinese, like the connections that I have had right now, are like from different kinds of people, like from like classmates, even from like different kinds of activities such as like the football team, since I was in the XJTLU like soccer team right now. So if I have like the networks that I have, those people are in different kinds of areas. So if I face a problem in A or B, I would ask the people like from that area. So I think that really helps me to like kind of like work in like face the challenges.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the episode now, and to wrap it up, I want to ask everyone, if you could go back in time to when you first got here to XJTLU, what piece of advice would you give your younger self, and why? You can think about it for a bit if you want.
I think I got something. It's honestly one thing I learned from school, you know, in the sense of like, if there's one thing the uni life, at least school life and everything, studying life, could teach me something, is keep your eyes on your own paper, you know? Yeah, don't see others, focus on yourself more, you know, like, because I feel like, especially if, I think it works for us too, because like since both of us is in the marketing, social media world, many people always be thinking of like, oh, like, how will the others think of me, you know? Realistically, no one cares.
Yeah, realistically.
Yeah, realistically, no one cares. And if you don't start the leap, you wouldn't go anywhere.
You just gotta focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And also with social media, another thing is a lot of students, well, not necessarily students, but people who work in social media or are starting to, they can be a little bit embarrassed sometimes to be very involved in it and have their face on things, or like, you know, become an influencer of some sort.
Yeah, something like that.
But you gotta just start, because it is gonna pay off at some point.
Yeah, like at this point, it's like people are scared they're gonna be called like what, cringe or something.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. Keep your eyes at your
There's
own
no
paper.
such thing as being cringe. But yeah, do you guys have any advice for your younger selves when you first got here?
Okay, for me, like personally, other than like, I guess, as a year one student, you should go out more. Like, because like in year one, you have like the most time, I feel like, so you should. But like, I wish I read more. Like,
Read more?
Like, yeah, like books actually, because like there's a lot of architecture books and like just books in general that I feel like I didn't really have time to read, like as like, you know, as you progress from like 1, 2, 3, 4, like year 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I wish I did more of that in year one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good advice. How about you?
I came into XJTLU as year 2, so I didn't have enough like time to like play around because I didn't have my year 1. However, in year 2, even though in year 2, since as I said, like I was an introvert, like I would have like often like stay home and just play games and like not really like study a lot, because like year 2, like those kind of majors are also like kind of easy to catch up if you just know how to use English. So I would say to myself to travel a lot, because there's so many beautiful places in China. And Suzhou, even since Suzhou is like close from Shanghai, like 1 hour, 1.5 hours by like Gaotie or something like that, like other than Shanghai, like travel to different places like Nanjing, which is also close, but like, you know, like Chongqing, like Dalian, like different places. I'll tell myself to travel a lot, because I am kind of regretting that I have not traveled so far that much other than Shanghai. So when I go to do my like graduate school in Shanghai, I'll like try to make up the time to travel a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like that's fair.
agreed. I think the only piece of advice I would have is really to just take the chance, you know, because I feel like we're all in the same position, in the same boat, basically, and our professors understand because they used to be like us, you know, also looking for a job at one point, so they would understand if we reach out to them. And also, you know, the people who hire us, I remember the other day I had an interview with a marketing director, and he said to me, I've been in your position before, so I'm gonna give this to you, because he understood how it felt to be where we are right now, and I really, really appreciate that. So my only advice is to just, you know, take the shot, and it'll pay off.
Cut the ego.
Yeah, cut the ego.
Cut the ego.
Cut the ego. Okay, so I think that wraps up today's episode. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. It's been a very, very good chat, and I hope very helpful and informative for you guys. Yeah, we'll catch you next time on Kappa Campus. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, good.